80 years. And brought to you by Matson and the Adahi Tanu program. Cars Plus, reminding you to put your phone down while driving. Distractions won't get you there. Heads up, Guam. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurants, always open, always local, and serving up favorites for over 40 years.
Right now on Primetime, listen in to the Tuesday arraignment of Jonia Mayor Jesse Blas, who was indicted on federal charges. Plus, the Department of Administration may be mum on procurement protests by Select Care and Take Care, but GovGuam workers and retirees are voicing their concerns. And a former police officer is released from prison after pleading guilty to drug charges and agreeing to cooperate with the government.
Hafaday and good evening. Audio files from the arraignment hearing of Jonia Mayor Jesse Blas have been released to the media, giving the public a chance to hear the severity of the allegations and what appears to be corruption within Guam's law enforcement community.
Charged in federal court for extortion and bribery. Jonia Mayor Jesse Mendiola Blas is detained on federal hold at the Hagatna detention facility, awaiting trial in December. Blas was indicted for using mailboxes in Jonia to import meth for a government informant posing as a drug trafficker in exchange for cash. During his arraignment hearing on Tuesday, U.S. Assistant Attorney Laura Sambataro argued that Mayor Blas is a danger to the community because of his connections to police officers and Superior Court marshals.
Your Honor, the defendant is here because he abused a position of public trust. This is somebody with two types of ties. Ties to the political community and to the law enforcement community, but also to the drug trafficking community.
Blas is a former police officer and Superior Court marshal.
He still has ties to those communities. He also has ties within the Department of Corrections. He offered actually to take money from our informant, $15,000, in exchange for using his connections within the Department of Corrections to have an inmate released for a few days.
As well, during testimony of FBI Special Agent Rafael Fernandez, he mentioned the presence of Joey Terlahi at a barbecue where Blas allegedly beat a woman he was having a romantic relationship with at the time. Fernandez, however, could not say when the barbecue happened.
And who are the other people?
An individual by the name of Joey Terlahi, and several others at a I want to say a barbecue, and that she was very angry about that.
Where was the location of this barbecue?
I don't recall.
Okay, and who were the other people other than Joey Terlahi?
Geez, I'd have to listen to that interview. It happened some time ago.
After this was alleged DepCorp Deputy Director Joey Terlahi sent in his resignation on Wednesday. Joey's father and committee chair on the legislature's Committee on Public Safety, Senator Pito Terlahi, tells KUAM it's a pending investigation and would like to reserve comment on the mayor, but wished he and his family well and will keep them in his prayers. In regards to the allegations, Senator Terlahi said, quote, "Allegations are just allegations, and until they have been proven true, I stand with our island's law enforcement community. However, I am concerned about the possibility that corruption may exist in small pockets of our law enforcement agencies. I am working with my committee, especially my Vice Chair, Vice Speaker Nelson, to ensure going forward that there is no corruption in our prison, and we will also address the police department as well. My priority is the safety of our community and that justice prevails for our citizens. I respect my son Joey's decision to resign as the Deputy Director of DOC. Like any father, I love and support my son and will be here to support him and his family through this difficult time," end quote. During the arraignment hearing, Agent Fernandez hinted of another investigation.
Guam marshals that were engaging in sexual intercourse with females who had active warrants.
And how does that relate to Mr. Blas?
He participated in those sexual activities because of his connections with the Guam marshals.
On Thursday, the Judiciary of Guam said it had no knowledge of the FBI's allegations. Additionally, the Guam Police Department plans to reach out to the feds to conduct an investigation. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Adriana Cotero.
Blas, as reported, pleaded not guilty. You can listen to the arraignment hearing in its entirety right now on the KUAM Podcast Network. You can find the link on our Facebook page. The governor is offering reassurance to the corrections personnel and the public that her administration is taking charge following the abrupt resignation of former DOC Deputy Director Joey Terlahi, who was mentioned by the FBI, as you just heard, but not charged in the extortion and drug case against Jotnya Mayor Jesse Blas.
Our administration is one with integrity. Our administration is transparent. We are accountable to the people of Guam. And if people know how I work and also how Josh works, the leadership that we are moving forward is one with integrity, with ethics.
Terlahi submitted a brief resignation letter saying only that he wanted to do what's best for his family. During a court hearing on the Blas case, an FBI agent also disclosed that unnamed court marshals may be involved in sexual misconduct involving female detainees. The governor declined comment on the FBI testimony and instead wanted to encourage correction staff to keep doing their jobs.
To assure the staff there and the employees that, you know, the operations of the Department of Corrections continue on, and that the, you know, best standard of practice and their procedures move on, their policies move on, and assuring them that we are going to stabilize the leadership there.
The governor says she will meet with Prison Director Samantha Brennan when she returns from off island. She says the search has not yet begun for Terlahi's replacement. Police Captain Joe Carbolito was temporarily detailed as Corrections Director. Former Guam Police Department officer Jason Ortiola is released from prison after pleading guilty to drug charges in the Superior Court. Ortiola was charged with conspiracy to possess a Schedule II controlled substance as a third-degree felony. In 2018, the defendant was arrested with co-defendants Jose Santos and Roger Balachai following a drug raid by the Mandania Drug Task Force. Today, during his change of plea hearing, Judge Anita Socola told Ortiola that he looked like a totally different person who looks healthy, stating that he has gained weight and is no longer gray in color. Ortiola agreed to cooperate with the government. As one co-defendant, Jose Santos, did not enter a change of plea and will return to court on October 2nd for trial setting. Ortiola was released on a $5,000 unsecured bond and a 5-year probation period. He must check in with the probation office 3 times weekly for drug testing, and he was placed on a curfew. When a man couldn't find his 13-year-old daughter at 2:30 in the morning, he went to police. And when police found her, she said she was with 24-year-old John Carlos Haas, who she had sex with earlier in the day. According to court documents, the girl met Haas online in July when they began having sexual relations. She also told police that he had previously recorded sessions on his old phone. Court documents state Haas said the girl told him she was of the age of consent. He was charged with 3 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct and 3 counts of second-degree criminal sexual conduct. For 2 years, he had been sexually assaulting her. That's what a 15-year-old girl told police Tom Retcham had been doing. Police went to the girl's school where she was crying uncontrollably, saying she did not want to go home. According to court documents, the girl said it began when she was in the 8th grade. Retcham would allegedly enter her room when she was asleep to touch her. He was charged with second-degree criminal sexual conduct as a first-degree felony. Former State Historic Preservation Officer Linda Uggan continues her appeal of her termination in a hearing today at the Civil Service Commission. Trial dates were set by Administrative Law Judge Eric Miller, despite objections by Department of Parks and Recreation Counsel Donna Lawrence. Lawrence is an Assistant Attorney General, and she argued today that she would be off island and that she was the only lawyer at the AG's office familiar with the Uggans case. Her points were roundly dismissed by the judge, and merit hearing dates were set for 3 nights, October 17th, 22nd, and 29th. All of the hearings will be held at 5:45 p.m. Both sides will have to submit their list of witness and exhibits by the 2nd. An evidentiary hearing will be conducted on the 3rd to see if more than 3 nights of trial will be needed. Uggan was fired from Parks and Recs Director Rich Banez on June 18th. Guam Federation of Teachers Field Rep Robert Koss has said Uggan's final adverse action was full of trifles, with none of the alleged violations rising to the level of termination. Brass knuckles were confiscated from Tritons High School today. The school was placed on lockdown for 3 hours starting at 9:40 in the morning after school officials received a report of contraband on campus. School resource officers were deployed to help school administration to conduct a search. Guam Department of Education spokesperson Isa Baza says the all clear was given at 12:45. Baza adds Tritons High has been on high alert and monitoring the school environment to prevent against potential conflicts. Last week, a riot involving up to 40 students erupted on campus. There were 6 reported injuries. Incomplete, that's what Public Auditor B.J. Cruz says about documents the Mayor's Council gave him to audit the 75th Liberation Celebration's finances. While the Mayor's Council has turned in some paperwork, Cruz says it doesn't pass muster and more information is needed, so the ball is back in the Mayor's court.
All they sent us is bank statements, but it doesn't have all the receipts so we want all the documents that are behind all the expenditures. Want all the contracts and everything. So that's being requested, and it's ongoing.
Meanwhile, Mayor's Council Executive Director Angel Sablan says he, quote, turned in what Mayor Hoffman gave me, and I have let him know since he has those documents. The law says the OPA must audit Liberation fundraising and spending 30 days after the completion of the carnival. The carnival ended on August 7th.
It said it was supposed to be 30 days after, so we already missed the deadline. But to do a performance audit, the generally accepted government accounting standards give it like 6 months, but I'm hoping that they can do it shorter.
Cruz says the OPA office is undergoing quick response training, and he's hopeful the staff will be able to apply this knowledge in auditing Liberation funds to expedite the audit. Human bones have been found at the military's firing range project site. The bones have been identified as humerus bones, which is the bone that runs from the shoulder to the elbow. The bones were discovered in an area that had been previously reported as an inadvertent discovery. And while the ethnicity of the bones is not known, a release from the State Historic Preservation Officer Patrick Lujan says the fragments can fit an adult's hand. The release further says the bones are believed to have been from the last century, but DNA confirmation is unlikely because of poor condition of the bones because of exposure. The human fragments were discovered by an archaeologist on site, and the SHPO is reviewing the mitigation plan proposed by the Marines. Stay tuned. We are back with more news after the break.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
Yo, Jay, you sure you want to be washing your car right now, man?
Not now, Kev. I'm washing Betsy, and she has to be spotless, bro.
Clouds are coming in fast.
It looks fine to me.
Look again.
It looks fine, Kevin. It looks fine.
You know what makes more sense than Guam's weather? Using your Bank of Guam credit card at any Shell station to save 6% on gas purchases. Call, click, or visit for more details. Make more sense. Bank of Guam, the People's Bank. Member FDIC.
Matson is in this community. We've been in this community for decades. We're gonna be in this community for decades to come. Things will get busy, things will get quiet, but we're gonna be here. We're your hometown carrier. And that matters to us.
Reliability is the core of our business. We take pride in ensuring that we arrive in Guam on time as scheduled.
It's our local employees who understand the market, who understand the business, and provide that hard work for you each and every day.
When we hold ourselves to high standards, our customers also hold us to high standards. We establish good business relationships that turn into friendships. That's why it's so important to be here and be trusted by your customers. We want you to trust Matson like your friend, like your family.
Half the day, I'm in the club.
Half a day, welcome to Two Lovers Point.
Half a day, I'm in the club.
Choose, press, play. Check out the latest flicks at home on Docomo Pacific View It On Demand, powered by TiVo. Here's our top picks for the month. Choose, press, play, and enjoy endless entertainment with View It On Demand, powered by TiVo on Docomo Pacific. Better together.
It's a special delivery to your inbox every week with your KUAM News Roundup, program advisories, and promotions. Sign up for the weekly KUAM Digital Digest today on KUAM.com.
Welcome back. The awarding of GovGuam's sole source health insurance contract is taking fire from different sides, but officials are keeping their lips sealed as questions from workers and retirees pile up. Chris Barnett has more.
Mum's the word, as the Department of Administration says it can't comment on procurement protests filed by Take Care and Select Care, the two insurance providers protesting the sole source awarding of GovGuam's health insurance contract. As you may recall, former Speaker B.J. Cruz's law mandated that GovGuam choose the lowest bidding health insurance plan to insure its employees and retirees. And this year, that plan is global insurance giant Aetna. Select Care filed its protests last week, saying the government's negotiating team failed to apply the local business preference to the bidding process. Guam law says all procurement of services shall be made from among businesses licensed to do business on Guam and that maintain an office on Guam. John Borja is a government employee.
With having a Select Care based in Guam or even Take Care, they're based in Guam, they know the island's needs, they know the people. With Aetna being in the mainland, they're like 8,000 miles away and, they don't know what the island people are going through.
Borja says the gym he works out at is not on Aetna's approved list for GovGuam's wellness plan. Meanwhile, GovGuam retiree Julie Rosario says sole sourcing health insurance is leaving retirees who favor familiarity or even other options out in the cold.
We should always have a choice, especially when you're 55 and over, you want a choice. You're retiring and you like what works. For me, I stick with a certain insurance because I've had it for a long time and it works. I don't want to have to start all over.
While DOA Director Ed Byrne, in a release, says the agency has not received a restraining order or any order halting the open enrollment process, which is currently ongoing, GovGuam coverage for Select Care and Take Care ends on September 30th. Now, if a GovGuam worker or retiree wants to stay on either of those plans, they have to foot the bill, the whole bill. Byrne's release says Aetna was awarded the exclusive contract as the most economical and beneficial health care insurance plan. But Rosario says she had no idea who or what Aetna even was.
We're still in the dark about it, so we don't know what it is. I had to Google Aetna. I never heard of it. I had to Google it, but there's no one answering questions. We have so many good health providers on Guam. Why go off island?
As far as a timeline in dealing with the protests in front of them, DOA's release says, quote, the challenges are under review by the department's legal team at the Office of the Attorney General. For Guam's News Network, Chris Barnett reports.
The investigation is not over yet into the gun that was left behind by a customs officer at an airport public restroom yesterday. Customs and Quarantine Department Director Ike Pareto says they're still gathering more facts in the case.
My assumption is that the individual used the restroom. He was assigned as a boarding officer out in the concourse. The flight probably came in, and so he was in the bathroom at the same time, and he had to physically get up and go clear the aircraft, and he forgot his firearm.
Have you had a chance to speak with the individual?
Not yet.
What are the sanctions that are possible for that person?
Oh, definitely I will review the internal investigation, and if there's any violation as it relates to our firearms policy, then definitely I will take action on that.
Customs has a strict policy on maintaining control of a service weapon at all times, which Pareto says is primarily for the safety of the officers. The officer who left his gun behind has been placed on administrative duties pending the outcome of the internal investigation. Meanwhile, the Customs and Quarantine Agency is now better equipped to carry out its dual function of cargo inspection and drug interdiction. CQA officials showed off a newly repaired mobile X-ray unit and its newest canine team in a demonstration at the port. Nestor Lacato has more.
After more than a year of being down awaiting repairs, the Customs Agency has its mobile X-ray unit back up and rolling. CQA Director Ike Pareto says its function is simple.
As you drive by, it will identify what are the articles that are inside the container.
Pareto says the administration freed up the money to fix the unit, which was purchased with federal funds about 8 years ago. The director says it makes their cargo inspections more effective and efficient.
This particular machine can, if it's properly used, can inspect about 25 containers an hour. So that's the advantage. and whatever problems that they come across, they can also relate that to the other teams that we have, such as the K9 and the other contraband enforcement team, as to what's important in that container that we need to look at.
As Pareto mentioned, the machine can flag the K9 teams, which will then take over with a physical search of the cargo. CQA introduced its newest team, Cappy, and handler Casey Cruz. Pareto says they currently have just 4 K9 units, when years ago they had about a dozen. He says they are recruiting new customs officers, which he hopes can eventually be trained for several more much-needed drug-sniffing teams. For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Describing it as an aggressive federal mission, Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio is on another off-island trip. According to Adelup, during the 2-week mission, the Lieutenant Governor will be working on several federal issues, including the buildup, the extension of Medicaid funds set to expire on October 1st, war claims, and the H-2B labor shortage. Lieutenant Governor will also participate in a United Nations Climate Week event focusing on the UN's 2030 Initiative on Sustainable Development. The governor says she will remain on Guam, focusing on the island's response efforts to dengue fever. Also off island is a delegation from the Republican Party of Guam, including Senators Telo Taitagui, Will Castro, and Luis Muña. According to Senator Castro's social media, they are in the nation's capital on a 4-day trip, which includes meetings with White House senior staff and the Department of the Interior. The group is also in D.C. to show their support of H.R. 1365 or for Guam war claims. Stay tuned. Sports is coming up next.
Now there's a technology that's lighting the way to a new mortgage for people all across Guam. Introducing Simplify Mortgage by Bank of Hawaii, Hawaii's leading lender. Simplify Mortgage by Bank of Hawaii lets you apply for a home loan anytime from any device, making the mortgage and refi process faster and easier. Or work hand in hand with one of our residential loan experts. So put the power of choice and control in your hands. Simplify Mortgage by Bank of Hawaii. Welcome to tomorrow.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here?
Okay. Can you connect me to Alan, please?
Attention passengers of flight AJ3004, your flight has been delayed.
It's the flavor that makes you go, woo. McDonald's new spicy barbecue glazed tenders and chicken sandwich. Made with tender, juicy, all-white meat chicken.
Available in 4, 6, or 10-piece chicken tenders. Try the spicy barbecue crispy chicken sandwich too.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. It's Thursday, so you know what that means. Let's take a look at your Gatorade Game Changer. Check it out. Kiana Rivera has represented the JFK Islanders in soccer, basketball, softball, track and field, and volleyball. The senior middle blocker contributed to her team's win over the GW Geckos in this year's Shea preseason volleyball championship game. Her start with the sport wasn't what she expected, but it definitely motivated her to get better.
So my cousin Maya, she's a libero on the team. She introduced volleyball to me in 6th grade. I got cut, unfortunately, 6th grade. Then I went back 7th grade, played ever since then.
Volleyball has been her go-to sport. As a freshman, she was selected second team All-Island. Her sophomore year, she made honorable mention. Last year, She made a second-team All-Island for middle blocker.
This year we have a lot of chemistry. We've been playing ever since middle school, so our chemistry was really good. We started going to the weight room more. We worked on mostly our upper body because last year we didn't do so good with our swings and stuff, so that really helped with us this year. We see the improvement, but hopefully we improve more. There's definitely still work to do.
Kiana suited up for the basketball team her freshman and sophomore year. She played soccer for one season and has made an impact on the track. Rivera made All-Island her sophomore and junior season, placing top 3 in the 100-meter hurdles, 300-meter hurdles, triple jump, and high jump. She competed at the 2018 Oceania Regional Micronesia Championships as a member of Team Guam.
I joined track sophomore year because I wasn't doing really good in soccer, so I just tried it out, and turns out I did pretty good. I made the national team my first year, so we traveled to Saipan that summer, and it's just really interesting. I really like competing, and that it really gets my adrenaline going.
Rivera represented Guam last year in Anaheim, California as a member of Team Hagen's volleyball squad. She performs with the cultural club at school functions and traveled to the Philippines as part of a cultural exchange held in Bataan between sports, beach cleanup, school, and everyday life. Kiana is keeping her head in the books.
School is always a big thing. Ever since I was growing up, my parents always got on me for my grades. Even if I got a B, still not good enough. So I just tried to keep that up, and it's just been a habit ever since. Last summer, I started a summer course at GCC for cosmetology, so I plan on majoring in that and business as well.
Most of the girls have been teammates since middle school and have played under Coach Bautista ever since. The hard work has paid off for the Islanders. JFK is currently undefeated at 6-0 this season, with their most recent win coming against the Southern High Dolphins in 4 sets.
It's been really fun. I've been with Coach Bautista since 7th grade. He's been really helping me and improving my skill, and since then. The majority of us are seniors, and we've been playing under Coach Bautista for so long. It's the least we can do to make him feel that he's been doing his job, and we appreciate what he's done for us.
So whether it's on the court, track, playing field, or in the classroom, Kiana is putting in work, and that's what makes her a Gatorade game changer.
Attention drivers, we have a shipload of vehicles on the way and need to make room. Buy now during Triple J's shipload sale. Take advantage of our best pricing on all Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Mazdas, Lincolns, Volvos, Kias, and used cars. Plus 0 down and no payment for 90 days on approved credit on select new vehicles during Triple J's shipload sale. See PDN and post-print ads for details, or purchase your next vehicle online at triplejguam.com. Trade-ins welcome, some conditions apply. Triple J Auto Group, customers first.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Cheers to WineFest 2019 at Hyatt Regency Guam. Enjoy an evening with wines from around the world on Friday, October 4th, as Hyatt Regency's Grand Ballroom transforms into an international vineyard. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. with over 150 wines for your sophisticated palate. General admission tickets are $88 and platinum tickets are $200 and are available at the Hyatt Deli or online at tpiguam.com. Purchase your tickets today. Must be 21 years or older to attend. Savor the wines of the world at WineFest 2019.
And before we wrap up the show, here's your birthday shout-outs.
On this Thursday, we honor some very special birthday celebrants. So, happy birthday number 3 to Melanie Iglesias Pangilinan. Happy birthday to our daughter, say. You're very, very proud parents. Happy birthday to brother and Uncle Ben, otherwise known as Benedict Lazama. We love and miss you. Says your Guam family. Loriana, Chrissy, Matt, Ethan, Shiana, MJ, and Kayani Joy. Also, happy birthday to Nathan Boy. And this comes from Mommy, Daddy, and the entire family. And also, happy birthday to Devin Anthony Bastillo. Happy sour 18th birthday, Dev. That's an inside joke, apparently. And they say love the entire family. Hope everybody out there stays dry and has an amazing birthday.
You can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by checking us out on our website. That's going to do it for me here on Primetime, but I'm back next with In the Mix.
In the Mix is presented by Bon Thai Restaurant and Lounge, serving authentic Thai cuisine in the heart of Tumon. Bon Thai, home of smiles.
Howdy, everybody. Welcome to another episode of In the Mix. I'm Sabrina Salas Matinani, and today we are featuring the Tritons Collective, making moves at the University of Guam.
Today we're Tritons Collective, and we're going to get down on In the Mix.
Today, guys, I'm Damon Michael. I've been a dancer for about 10 years now. I first started off in Sanchez under the team movement. Then I moved and progressed into dance jazz and urban rookies. And now I'm here.
Today, I'm Evander de Guzman, and I am a member of the Tritons Collective dance team.
Hi, my name is Savannah Hope Chaco. Hi, my name is Celeste Joy Carlisle.
Today, I'm Nicole Requeno. I am the co-captain of Tritons Collective, and I am here to dance.
Today, my name is Leonardo Diazis, and I'm the current captain for Tritons Collective.
They're the University of Guam's first and only dance group, making moves since 2018.
It first started off with me and my friends. We were just thinking of starting a team, but the main purpose was to provide a platform for high school students to continue dancing after high school. And we thought, where else would be the perfect spot than Yoji? It's our only university, and just to gather so many different students from different schools or just different groups, it would be like the perfect melting pot for that to happen.
Dancing is such a great opportunity for anyone to really express themselves if they can't do it through singing or writing. So basically, if you ever feel like you just want to try it out, everyone knows what music sounds like. So if you ever feel like grooving out, come to Tritons Collective.
And so here I am, ready to groove. Let's do this. The warm-up.
One thing I always say, if it hurts, you're doing it right.
I think I pulled a muscle.
No pain and no gain. On to choreo.
1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. There you go. There you go. Hey. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Tell these shoulders, crunch time, abdomen. Boom, Majaban and Majaban. Boom, Majaban and Majaban. 5 and rock, booty. Leave your hair to the left, leave your hair to the right. 1, 2, pull, push, pull, and pull, top, left, right. Awesome.
Time to put it all together.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2 and 3.
Back again. Back, back, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Back again, back to back, make back, stack the M's. Told him I miss him, shady back the M. Once he go black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bumps mad again.
Well, I felt like passing out. These kids are all passion.
I think of it as like a way of being creative in your own ways, because I know dance is a mix of different genres like jazz, R&B, hip hop, and I think it's a way of people to express themselves on what they think is like, you know, their own way of expressing their own artiste in dance.
I always loved dancing, but and I did want to try something new, and I was nervous. Of the first year in college, I wanted to, but I was scared, so I actually got Steletta to join it, and then I didn't join. And then so this semester, she's the one that pulled me in, and she's like, you know, you have to conquer your fears and just try something new.
So then why did you decide?
I actually decided to join it because, as I was saying, I do gymnastics and cheerleading, but they don't have that on a college level here. So what they do have is dance, so I decided to try that out, get back into it, something I hadn't done in a while.
I've been dancing since I was 2007. The reason why I was put into dancing is because I was overweight, and my mom put me into dancing so I can lose weight. Oh. Yeah, so it was torture at first, but then I grew to like it and stuff, so yeah.
Like it or love it?
Love it. It's my passion now.
I first started dancing at a studio called Skipper Entertainment Company, and that's my home studio. And after I graduated high school, I kind of wanted to provide for the community and establish this platform. So after all the experience that I've learned, I just put all my heart and soul into this team now.
To learn more about the Tritons Collective or book them for an event, check them out on Instagram at Tritons Collect.
Back again, back to back, make back, stack the M's. Told him I miss Slim Shady, back the M. Once he go black, he'll be back again. Tell him it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I got Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bumps mad again. Back to them.
We'll have more after the break, but over the weekend, the Red Ball was held at the Dusitani Guam Resort. It is the biggest fundraiser for the Guam chapter of the American Red Cross, and people were dressed to the nines. Awesome. Here's some of the red carpet fashions.
Hey, yo, listen, it's going down.
Today, my name is Jonathan Jose, and I am the co-owner of Opaque. Opaque is a local clothing streetwear brand inspired by our culture and our lifestyle. Our main mission is to be who we are, and it's more of like, this is our culture, take it or leave it, because this is who we are. We're not going to try to pretend to be anyone else. The Hafude Pledge is like the essence of Guam culture. The people of Guam are naturally hospitable. So it's just more of like a reminder, reinforcement, to the youth of Guam. It's like, this is who we are. Don't forget your roots. We're a giving people and a welcoming people. Having that local pride is, definitely a Guam thing. I mean, in a world of 7 billion, like, we're pretty unique. To share that with the world is even more special. To be able to share your experiences and share your pride with the rest of the world.
MTO, professional janitorial services with a warm hospitality touch. MTO gives that gift year-round. Pressure wash roofs, pressure wash driveways, lawn service, home cleaning, carpet restoration, office cleaning, commercial window cleaning, floor care. When cleaning is in order, MTO has you covered. Call 647-6861 to inquire on how you can receive the maintenance you deserve.
MTO, celebrating 30 years with you, Guam.
In the Mix is presented by Bon Thai Restaurant and Lounge, serving authentic Thai cuisine in the heart of Tumon. Bon Thai, home of smiles.
Welcome back